Hello, everyone, and welcome to the big show. This is Investing and Trading Live, sponsored by Trading Academy. If you're a first-time listener, thank you for stopping by. As always, I am your host, Josh Lilquist. Today, we got an action-packed show here today. I'm going to have a couple different guests on the show here today. On these first couple segments, I got the one and the only Aaron Warby on the show with me today. Aaron, how are you doing today?
I'm well.
Good. I'm glad to have you on the show here today to talk about the markets, the insights, our sponsor, Trading Academy. Over 27 years teaching people just like you how to trade, how to invest, whether you're brand new to the markets or you're a seasoned investor and looking for more consistency. We have strategies and techniques to conquer that. So, Aaron, some of the things I want to talk about here today, obviously a nice volatile month over the course of the past month.
Yeah, the month has been great, right?
Great month, nice volatility. You have the Jackson Hole speeches, I think, this week here as well.
Right.
A lot going on with the markets. You have, obviously, election coming up there. That's not a snoozer there. What are some of the insights that you're seeing on the markets and potential opportunities in these markets?
Yeah, well, like you said, there's a lot going on and a whole bunch of factors that are kind of converging right now. So, some of that does have to do with Jackson Hole. If you've been watching the markets over the course of this week, and especially in the indexes, you've seen not a lot going on. Mm-hmm. All right, just kind of nothing. That's very typical right before the Jackson Hole. Anything to do with the Fed, and the market just pauses, holds its breath until that. Mm-hmm. We saw a little bit of a spike down this morning, and then it returned right back up. If you were watching and what you're looking at, then what it was a little jobs report number, a revision from last year.
Yep. And this is Wednesday.
This was on Wednesday,
yep.
Right? And so, and everybody would have expected that kind of revision because it was a big revision.
40% or something?
Yeah, it was a
crazy,
huge, crazy revision, right? A revision down, which means that the jobs market is not doing it nearly as well as we thought it was.
Do you sense a little bit of manipulation there?
Well,
to say the least.
It doesn't matter what's going on. In an election year, there's going to be manipulation, mm-hmm. right? So whether it's with the reports, whether it's with the markets themselves, and we see this especially in crude, lots of manipulation, mm-hmm. right? But yeah, we saw we saw those numbers come out, the revision downwards, and if you were from the old school, you would have expected a larger spike down.
Oh, I know.
But what's really going on is that reports are only as important as the people watching the reports and the reaction in the market. And so if you've got the majority of people that are trading in the market that aren't watching the reports, or at least that report, is it going to make a real difference? No, it's not. Mm-hmm. So today we saw a little spike, and that means somebody was watching it, but then it came right back up into that daily supply zone, and it's just sitting waiting for the Federal Reserve here at the end of the week.
Yeah, and that's what can happen when you have news events happening, is it slows down up to that time of when the news might be coming out. But there's still opportunities, though.
There is, and if you've been watching really closely, there's especially opportunity in things like gold and silver. Both mm-hmm. of those have been spiking.
I love gold being over $2,500 an ounce. I like that.
Yeah.
$30 for silver,
uh-huh.
Right around there. Great opportunities for those physical holders.
Right. Yep. In the stock market, we've also seen some movement, but again, at least for the Magnificent Seven, not a lot of movement this week, at least during the first couple of days of this week, leading up to the Jackson Hole. Mm-hmm. That's absolutely to be expected. But what that does mean is that we've got some great opportunities coming up here at the end of the week.
Yeah, and which is bringing volatility. And a lot of people kind of shy away. They think volatility is a bad thing. It's actually a good thing as a trader or investor.
Oh, sure.
Now, why do you feel that's such a great thing?
Volatility?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, volatility, especially for traders, is absolutely necessary. Market movement is necessary for everything except maybe if you're doing option strategies that require a sideways market. But otherwise, you're looking at needing movement both up and down in order to create the opportunity for profits. Mm-hmm. You don't have any movement, you don't have any profits. And so when you've got big swings, then that means that there's big opportunity. Now, whether you know how to capture that opportunity or not, that might be a different matter. And so if you don't know how to capture the opportunity, well, then it's probably taking advantage of you. And it's a scary thing.
Yeah.
If you do know how to take advantage of it, then it's a great thing. It's exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, you kind of talked about a couple different things. I think our listeners probably missed some of that. And you mentioned option strategies when markets even go sideways. So once you understand how the financial markets actually work, and when we talk about the financial markets, that's all markets. So that's stocks. Everybody knows that. There's futures, which would be gold and silver, what we talked about. Mm-hmm. There's currencies, which is the Forex market, foreign exchange market. Then you have the options market. So there's opportunities in any direction, whether the market is not moving, whether it is moving. But for a trader's market, you really want that volatility.
Absolutely. In fact, with this Jackson Hole announcement, the one thing that is almost certain to move is going to be anything surrounding the U.S. dollar. So, especially with the foreign currencies, you're going to watch some significant movements in any of the pairs with the U.S. dollar.
Correct.
Whether that's the yen or the euro, the pound, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. You're going to see some movement there because they're going to give a little bit of direction as to what they're looking to do with the with the rates.
Yeah.
And that's either going to give the sense that the U.S. dollar is more secure or less secure.
Mm-hmm. And that's something we can probably talk about a little bit in the next segment, as far as like the safe havens.
Sure.
The people say gold and silver have always been the safe haven. Well, they've kind of been correlated with the stock market. The yen, like you're mm-hmm. speaking of, that's a little different story there. So maybe that's some of the stuff we talk about in the next segment here. But Aaron, we got a lot of listeners that want to get in these markets that are brand new, and we're seeing so many people coming in right now to these investing classes that I'm about to give away seats to that have been investing for many, many years, especially 401ks, IRAs. They're doing well financially, but they want to build another income strategy, or they want to build a legacy for their family. There's different things that we're seeing people want to be able to do. And it takes multiple streams of income to do that. The market is an opportunity. Obviously, you need a strategy. You need a strategy designed to follow what the big banks are doing, the institutions. And it's all about supply and demand. Aaron mentioned the overall market being in a supply zone a little bit earlier. And that's an area where potential selling could come in there. Could it break through that? Yeah, it's possible. But that's why you have proper capital management wrapped around that. And that's what we train and teach. And I want to invite you to an investing class where we talk about all these techniques, these concepts, and how to get started in these markets, whether you're brand new or you're a seasoned investor. So simply text the word investing to the number 210 right now for 2 seats for an investing class near you. Or you can go to learnwithota.com and you can pick your own seat there. You can get 2 seats actually, one for you and one for a friend. So text investing to the number 210, or go to Learn with OTA. This is Investing and Trading Live. We will be right back.